was going to go into the NFL, but got in an accident before, and I had to watch that man. I don't even know the correct terminology, the way he was eating his food. Yeah, because...
No.
Yes.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
He really did that?
And then you want to know what he said to me?
What?
He said, I need someone who's going to accept me for me.
Then why didn't you put a picture with your front teeth missing then, if he wants to be accepted for who
that
he is?
part? And this was before who I was. So in my mind, I was like, well, maybe I need to lower my standards. Ladies, do not lower your standards. Ever.
It's not happening.
Just because he might have been in the NFL does not mean he still has a chance. And you had money to get your front teeth fixed. And it was all four. I'm sorry if you're watching this, you know who you are.
Okay, can we just talk about the fact that, like, men sometimes, like some men, they'll be like, they'll make you feel guilty. Like, they'll gaslight the hell.
Flaws.
Yeah, they'll gaslight the hell out of you and be
Yes.
like, yeah, this is your fault and you should feel bad and you should feel ashamed, even though I'm the one that lied to you. I'm the one that set this up.
I'm big on appearances. Like, I just am. I like a well-groomed looking man. I'm like, you see what you get with me. I got braces, but I don't got, my teeth aren't gone.
And he should have been honest. He
was nice, but I wouldn't say that's probably, I really haven't been on like bad dates, but just that
was a catfish date.
No, that was a catfish.
That's pretty bad.
And that took me back. I'm still scarred.
It reminds me of this one time because I got catfish. Well, I got a catfish a couple times. I go on a lot of dates. But like this one time, this man, he had a 6-pack and he took like a picture by the beach and he had like and he was like built and like 6 and like I don't mind. Like I've dated like stockier men, bigger men. I've dated guys with like muscles and 6-pack. Like you know what I mean? But like I like honesty. Like that's just my thing.
Yes.
So the fact that he showed me this picture and asked me out, I said, "Oh yeah, you cute." This man shows up with a whole beer belly. No shade, but like you should have let me know how you currently look.
Now I'm caught off guard.
I'm caught off guard. Not only that, he was wearing dirty laundry because he smelled bad. You know what I mean? He was wearing a T-shirt that like was too small, maybe shrunk in the dryer because his lower belly was coming out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sir,
no. Yeah.
Aren't T-shirts $10 at H&M?
I know. It was like Sesame Street or some shit. Like you know what I mean? Like it was just like a basic T-shirt. He could have definitely wore something that fits and wore something that was clean. You know what I mean?
Like you don't even care about yourself.
Oh my gosh.
Was he making 6 figures? Because it's not giving 6 figures.
He was.
You know, sometimes it'd be those men that be like a little on the rough side. And you'd be like, and they whole time he caked up.
Yeah, I mean, because he was throwing money. Like we went to a really fancy restaurant. He was like throwing money everywhere. We went to the movies. I should have left the situation early, but this would happen when I was like early 20s and I didn't really know better.
Yeah.
And it was hard for me to get out of that situation. So I let him kiss me.
Oh, stop.
He was like drooling like Tommy Pickles from the Rugrats. Like he was like baby drool when he was kissing me. I was like, I'm so disgusted right now. Like, and then he like literally tried to like, he thought that he was winning. Okay. Cause I didn't say anything. He thought he was winning on this date.
Giving you the business.
Yeah. And he was like, yeah, so I can't wait to take you out like next week. And I'm like, we'll see. He's like, what you mean we'll see? Like he really thought he was it. And I was like, again, I wasn't very vocal.
It's the confidence. You gotta give him his gems for the confidence, Gabby.
I still remember that baby drool. I was like, that was the worst kiss.
There's no coming back. And he's probably like the crazy guy that likes to spin your mouth. We ain't got time for that. That is a kink I'm not into. Also,
it was a hot mess. So stop catfishing people, please. Like that is just beyond ridiculous. That was beyond ridiculous.
Yeah, that was definitely probably like a 2-year body, like post.
I think so too. I think he even mentioned it. He's like, yeah, I had a foot injury from the gym and I haven't been able to work out as much and all this stuff. It's like, not even that. You didn't even come presentable. You didn't come with clothes that fit. You didn't come with clean clothes.
Yeah, it could have just literally taken 2 hours out of your day and maybe the date would have went way better.
Yeah, he just didn't care. Like he just was like, oh, she'll accept me for me even though I lied and catfished her.
No, that's not how that works. Not in 2023.
I know. Well, this was like
your nails need to be clean. Your beard needs to be groomed. Can we get a little bit of coconut oil in the hair or something? Can we get a nice collared T-shirt that's fitting around the collar? That's my nails and the loose collar gets me every time. Sir, you gotta go. You got to go, or we're going to go get Manny and Penny's right now. And we're getting you a new T-shirt. I'm that girl. I will fix you up with your own money. Don't get it twisted.
Oh my gosh. Literally, can we talk about that? I'm the best with money. Like, I love when my guy like lets me like plan the trips, plan the dates, like spend his money, because I'm good at spending your money. Like, I'm really good at it. So like, give me like leeway. And so, okay, so a couple of guys I've dated, you know, 6-figure men, and they just didn't like to plan. They didn't know how to spend their money. And I'm really good at spending your money. So I'm just like, let's do this.
Give me the card.
You know, give me the card. Let me do it. And like, I don't mean it sound like, oh, I'm just spending all his money. Like, I'm good at planning and getting really good deals and making sure it's like, you know, reasonable
a good
to
experience.
Yeah,
I'm the same exact way.
Right.
I am.
You know, so you just have to give it to the person who's better at planning and things like that. And I am. And some people, they didn't like that I feel this way. They were calling me gold digger and whatever, but really it's not. Like, you know, if two people are in a relationship and one's just better at it, then you should just let that person do it. Duh.
Yeah,
like,
just
you know,
handle it.
Because if I let him handle it, we would literally do something basic, like, you know what I mean? Like, it would not be
it's
fun.
no swimming with the dolphins. It's no villa.
Yeah.
Trust me, I know.
Yeah. And I just feel, okay.
Never again. You will not Hampton and me.
So Fancy. So tell me how, like, you told me that you're an OnlyFans model and content creator. How did you get into that? How did your boyfriend react to it? What is the reception that you get from men in general too about being OnlyFans creator?
So I'm an OG. It's Fluffy and Fancy if you guys want to subscribe.
You were fluffy and fancy. When did you become fit and fancy?
So I became fit and fancy, oh my gosh, when Instagram first came out, like 2012 or something. So I got my name Fancy from my friend that I used to work with. He passed away. So I kind of like held on to the name. So he was always just, every time I came to work, I used to be an ER nurse for animals. So he always would be like, what's your fancy ass? And then the song 𝐤𝐸𝐤𝐬, I'm so fancy. So it just stuck. So I was like, that's it. It's going to be my name. So fit, a lot of people think that fit stands for like my body, because like people will body shame me all the time. Like, you're not fit, but you're fancy. Like, so I can't be fat and fancy. But I was like, actually, the fit stands for outfit and fancy, because I be dressing my ass off.
Yes.
So, but normally, so the OnlyFans kind of came into play when they first started. I was like, what is this? These people, you know, it was a little bit of hype. I was like, let me get into it and just see what it is. And then the pandemic hit, and baby, they was spending, they was running it up.
Really?
And they wasn't even running it up to see a lot.
Did you have OnlyFans before pandemic, or you started it right when pandemic happened?
So I had it before. So I think I started in 2019 or 2018.
Really? But I didn't even know about OnlyFans back then.
Me neither, and I don't even remember what happened. I think somebody told me about it. They're like, "Oh, you should. This is like, you know, you can do whatever, like either if it's sexual or if you're just promoting yourself." So that's what I did, and then the pandemic hit, and then like people were at home, people were getting all this money back, so then it just went crazy, and I was like, I can literally do this full time. So I went down to part time with my job, and my modeling was still doing well, but not how it is now. So then, you know, I have somebody that runs it for me. I have a management team and everything like that, just to like control it, so that way it takes less stress off my life. But you know, I'm still active on there and doing
How did
things.
you, when you first started, how did you like get your followers and build it? Like, how did you advertise for your OnlyFans so that people would go?
Yes, so I did a little bit on Instagram. So before Instagram's algorithm changed, I would just promote it like on my page or on my story, just like a picture, like OnlyFans link. And then I think that's when they ended up adding like the bio, like click the link like in your bio. So then I added it in there, and then people would just go to it. So I wasn't really promoting super, super hard, but good enough. And then a couple of my videos went viral on TikTok, a couple of them went viral on Instagram. So that really, I think that intrigued people, because to me, I feel like I have a very like, oh, she seems sweet. Like, what else she be doing? So I was like, y'all come see. Sometimes it's $4.99, sometimes it's $7.99.
Okay.
But the pay-per-view is what gets them. So.
And what has been the reception from the men in your life?
So I'd say ex, but I feel like he wasn't really too okay with it, but I also wasn't 100% honest with everything that was going on. And that was another thing. I just didn't feel secure. I kind of felt like if something was ever to get leaked, which it does, but thankfully he's not really on social media, I feel like that would be the end all do all. So I feel like I was kind of almost doing both of us a favor because I've had it for 5 years, nothing's happened. Stuff just gets leaked. It is what it is. But like with talking to men, even just in like a friend like zone, a lot of people are okay with it. People have even been like, "Oh, do you need help?" And I'm like, "I don't get down like that now."
Of course, men will ask.
I was like,
if you need
right? I
help.
was like, I mean, you're not getting a percentage, sir, but we won't talk about it. But I feel like everybody's okay with it because, like, I feel like it's just more of a common thing. Like, oh yeah, you know, I have OnlyFans, I model, and they literally just be like, okay, what do you be doing on there? And I'll be like, all right, what you want to drink? What you want to eat? I haven't had a problem.
That's
like,
great.
And I don't see it being a problem. Like you mentioned, like if you're just open and honest with what you want in a relationship, I feel like it takes you so much far. When you're like keeping secrets and you have like this whole nother secret life, it's not going to work. Because me, I'm going to find out. I'm going to do some.
Women
My
are
friends,
excellent detectives.
we are. Like that should have been my other job. I mean, it still can be. Fancy the FBI detective. That's catchy.
Yes.
Let me know if y'all need somebody.
All
to
the
snoop.
FFFs. I love it.